Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here for such a special event. I would ask that you please stand for the flag presentation from Scout Pack 278 and the singing of the national anthem by Tom Catania.
Color guard, attention! Remove all non-religious head coverings. Color guard, advance. Color guard, prepare to post the colors. Please place your hand over your heart. Color guard, post the colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color guard, reform. Color guard, advance.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Color guard dismissed. Audience may now be seated.
Thank you. I'm James Kelly. I'm the director of Frederick County Public Libraries, and I'm pleased to join you this morning for this exciting event as we mark the start of construction for the Middletown Branch Library. I'd like to start by welcoming a few individuals who will be sharing remarks this morning. In just a few moments, you'll hear from Jan Gardner, County Executive. We'll hear from Jerry Donald, Frederick County Council Member of District 1, John Miller, the Burgess of Middletown, and Jenny D'Agostino, the Chair of the Frederick County Public Library's Board of Trustees. Before I hand the microphone over to Jan, I wanted to take a moment to offer a few brief comments and express my appreciation to all of those who helped us reach this point. Frederick County Public Libraries is thrilled to begin building a new and larger library for the Middletown community. Today's milestone is the result of years of hard work and advocacy by many, including our previous library director, Daryl Batson, who partnered closely with the Burgess, the commissioners, and with the community of Middletown, the county executive and the county council, who understand the value of libraries and what they offer to the community. To our construction partners in DPW, as well as the architect on this project, Nolker and Hull, and the project construction firm Towson Mechanical. The Maryland State Library, whose capital grant program is helping us build this facility. And finally, the Friends of the Middletown Branch Library, who have been great partners throughout the years. Thank you all for your commitment and your support. At Frederick County Public Libraries, we view the library as a connection point, a community hub. As we do at all of our branch libraries, the Middletown branch will offer programs and services that enable customers to connect with us, to our partners, and to each other. Though small, the current Middletown Library is one of our busiest. Last year, it was the 4th highest circulating branch in our 9-branch system. This is an impressive feat given its size. This new building will serve the community well, with ample space to relax and connect, and a brand new collection of items over 80% larger than the current collection. I'm confident that the new library will be a destination for the Middletown community and for people throughout Frederick County. We look forward to watching the construction progress, and we're counting down the days until we can open the doors, and I'm sure all of you are as well. At this point, I'd like to welcome County Executive Jan Gardner to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. Are you excited? It's a pretty exciting day. I am Frederick County Executive Jan Gardner, and I'm pleased to be joined here by a couple of our county council members, County Councilman Jerry Donald, who represents this district and has certainly been supportive of this library, and County Councilwoman Jessica Fitzwater, who's also voted to support our libraries because we know libraries are important to our communities and are important to lifelong learning. So we are all excited to be here today to finally be breaking ground on this long-awaited, bigger and better Middletown Library. This library has been talked about for at least 20 years. Now, we know in Frederick County that our residents really love our libraries. Our public libraries are wonderful. They have incredibly amazing programming, and they're vibrant and active places. Nearly 2/3 of all Frederick County residents actually have a library card, and our libraries last year were visited by 1.5 million people, either virtually or in person, and that's quite amazing. The new Middletown Library will obviously be much larger, 15,000 square feet, 6 times larger than the current building. Now, some of you, if you're old-timers, might remember the even smaller library from 1962 that shared a building with a local dry cleaner. We've come a long way. The new building will have more space inside and outside. Because our libraries are so popular, we have to make sure we include enough parking. There'll be a children's area inside the library with a theme that reflects some interesting information about Middletown. And I'm really looking forward to sitting on one of the 2 porches that will look out at the view of the mountains. And the Middletown Library will be a gathering place for this community. The library will have room to host exciting programs and services for people of all ages. And there are plans for an adjustable conference room that can open up to hold as many as 150 people. If you want, you'll be able to sit quietly in a reading room or one of the enclosed study rooms. And if you're busy and you don't have time to stop in, you can use the building's drive-up book return. The new Middletown Library will be a place to learn about our community's history and a place to launch us to a bright future with exploration and learning that's at the heart of every library. Now, I've always had a special place in my heart for libraries. I grew up with my mother, who was an elementary school librarian, and then later she opened a rural library in her retirement. And I spent a lot of my childhood checking out books and shelving books in my mother's library. So most importantly, we know libraries are about building community. They're not just about books, but certainly they are about books and reading and early childhood literacy and hands-on learning and technology and the arts and sciences and all the digital tools that we have in our libraries. And I firmly believe that Frederick County Libraries offer so much to add to our quality of life. I want to thank Burgess John Miller and all of the town commissioners who have been great supporters of the public libraries and have provided this site for this new branch library. I also want to thank our Library Director, James Kelly. The library we're breaking ground on today will be the third new library under James' leadership as Library Director, including the community library that opened in Myersville in 2019 and the replacement library that opened in Walkersville the year before. James has enjoyed the support of the library's Board of Trustees, currently chaired by Jennifer DiAgostino, and as well as support of the Friends of the Middletown Library, who raise money for the library and do that through their annual book sale at Heritage Festival each fall. I also want to thank and acknowledge our county staff and the Division of Public Works. They manage all of our construction, all the design, and everything that goes into making this building a reality. And I saved the most important group for last to thank, and that's all of you, the residents of our community who pushed hard to have a larger library constructed in Middletown. Ultimately, everything we do in local government is about making life better for people and the people that we serve. I look forward to seeing all your reactions when you step inside the new Middletown Library late next year. So thank you, and with that, I'll turn the podium over to Jerry Donald.
Thank you and welcome, everyone. Thank you to Pack 278. That's my old pack. So go Scouts. That one-room library that Jan mentioned, if I was good when my mom went to the Twins beauty shop, I could go to that one-room library. She let me go anyway, even if I wasn't good. And then maybe get an ice cream at Maine's. So that's my first memory of the library here in Middletown. And then we would bring the kids to the library. When I was an adult and we had children, my wife would bring our children down and we'd go see Miss Vicky, if you remember her, from the Middletown Library. And they had a great time. And a library, at least the Middletown Library, I think all our libraries are that way, it wasn't that you just got to go there for a book or got to check out a video or something. It was the fact that you had a relationship with the people at the library. The people who worked at the library cared about you. My oldest daughter, Vicky, got her a little gift one time when my wife had our third child. Just, keep Blair in the loop and all this stuff. It was great memories. I get a little upset about the fines once in a while, but we took care of that. I'm not big on that. But my wife would take them there, and that was always a big day. And since I was able to get into county government, Jan Gardner has really, really, really pushed to aggressively build libraries. Before Jan got into office and we got into office, the last group was actually sending money back and not building libraries. They sent money back to the state rather than build a library. And instead, we are now building libraries, not only the ones that she mentioned in Walkersville and the beautiful library in Myersville. If you haven't gotten to see the one with the trolley car in it, you've got to see it. It's gorgeous. And here in Middletown, we also renovated the Fry Library down in Point of Rock. So it's wonderful. Our programs are great. So many people now use the loan system where you can get the books electronically these days. Our numbers are way up. It's just a beautiful system that we have. I'm also the liaison to the library board. So for years, I have been, I think every meeting I've asked you about the progress on the Middletown Library because I wanted, every single meeting, I wanted to make sure this day happened. And if there was any question about it, I would make a phone call because this had to happen. And it's going to be even better when this is built and it'll be beautiful. 15,250 square feet, isn't it? Yeah, the Walkersville one's 15,000. Important detail. So it will have plenty of parking. It will be a great community place, a place for the center of the community to come, to meet, to enjoy themselves. You'll get to meet our great library staff who are so helpful in every way. It will be just something that we will so much enjoy. So I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to speak today. I'll now introduce Burgess John Miller, and he can talk to us about the town's angle. So thank you.
I bet you didn't come here today and expect a reference to the Twins beauty shop. But it was right next door, and the dry cleaning, you picked up your dry cleaning, you got a library book. It's quite impressive. In 400 square feet, both of those things took place. First of all, welcome to Middletown, everybody. We're glad you're here. And and to the Middletown Valley, because this library will service more than just the residents of Middletown, and we're glad to be the heart of the Middletown Valley, also known as the Valley of the Catoctin. So we love our town. We love this change that is coming to Middletown. So I want to also offer some thanks, and again, also to the County Executive, Jan Gardner. As Jerry mentioned, she's made priorities, and library is one of them. And we're glad that she did. As Jerry pointed out, it was not so long ago the libraries were not a priority. So we're glad that in the 8 years of Jan's leadership, the library system has grown and prospered. And of course, we are the beneficiaries of that. So thank you. Also, as you can tell from the County Council, Jessica Fitzwater is here today as well. And of course, our Councilman, Jerry Donald. Done so much for Middletown, I can't really relay everything to you in just this short amount of time, but we couldn't ask for a better representative who cares about Middletown, works for Middletown, and makes sure he gets things done for Middletown. So in this 1 week, as evidence of what he has done, we're here to break ground on the library, and Saturday we will dedicate a brand new reimagined park in Middletown Park, and all because of his efforts, along with the County Council and, of course, Executive Gardner. So thank you, Jerry. Thank you also to the staff of Frederick County Public Libraries, who provide a wonderful opportunity and experience each and every time one steps into the library. And we're looking forward to Angie Knight is the new branch manager. Angie, wave your hand so everybody can see you. Yes. We've been emailing a lot this week, and Angie wants to get the library involved in the community, and of course the community is already involved in the library, so we appreciate those efforts, and we look forward to that. To Middletown, the Friends of the Middletown Library, I saw Daryl Lindstrom was here. Anybody else in the Friends of the Library, just raise your hand if anybody else is here. This is quite an energetic group. They're very focused. As you can imagine, their focus is just the library, and they do a good job of getting things done. They've kept our focus. They've kept the focus on the library, and they help make this day possible. So without them pushing our residents and pushing the county and pushing the Burgess and commissioners, we may not be here today. So we thank them for what they have done. It's certainly a grassroots effort. And to my fellow commissioners and our planning commission and our staff at Middletown, Cindy Unangst, our planner, is here. Where's Cindy? Right there. There we go. Cindy and Drew Bowen, our town manager, have done a lot to facilitate the work with Frederick County and the staff of Frederick County to make sure that this happens. And so it's been a smooth transition. We pride ourselves in trying to make things a little easier as for whomever we're working with to make sure we get things done. And our planning commission did a great job in setting this up. The town commissioners set aside this piece of land for a library. That's what it was for, and we're glad that they have done that, and we're very eager to see the finished product. I just wanted to share a few things, and some have been mentioned already. Of course, the first 400 square foot library downtown. And then we moved to the 2,500 square foot library that's on Prospect Street, and of course is a very active branch in Frederick County. So that tells you something right there. And now we're going to 6 times that again to 15,250 square feet, 250 square feet larger than Walkersville. Thank you, Jerry. And it is in our downtown district. It's in walking distance to the downtown, and of course our proximity to the schools and neighborhoods. So we're very fortunate about that. So while this new library is an expansion of the existing library, the building is not nearly as important as what is inside, and it's been talked about of what you can find inside the library. Inside you will find free, necessary educational resources and programs that can enlighten, inform, and transform. A safe refuge for after-school kids, for those who need a computer and internet access and who need a safe place to wait for parents coming home from work. And inside you will find the preservation of our local, state, and national history and our culture, and a children's place with activities and classes all geared to motivate one to get involved in reading. So we are so excited that this day has arrived, and we look forward to watching the progress and waiting for opening day late next fall. Once again, thank you, Frederick County, for providing the library to us. We certainly are a grateful community. Thank you.
Thank you, Burgess Miller, for your comments and your support of the project. Thank you to Councilmember Donald and County Executive Jan Gardner for your continued support of libraries over the years. And now I'd like to welcome our final speaker. Jenny D'Agostino is the chair of the Frederick County Public Library's Board of Trustees. Jenny.
I made it up here without tripping, so that was a good point for me. I wanted to say thank you to everyone that came out today. Thank you to County Executive, the County Council, the Friends of the Middletown Library, the Middletown community. Without your support, we would not be here today. Thank you to James and his awesome team. It's really been awesome to see this as a reality, to commemorate the groundbreaking of this new library. Now, I remember when my kids first walked into the Myersville Library when it first opened, and you could see their hands running against the brand new books, looking at the great displays in the Children's Center, running through the trolley. And I can't wait for you guys to experience that same feeling when this new library opens. It's going to be pretty exciting. I talked to some neighbors the other day, neighbors that live just right here, and I asked them what they thought about this library. And the kids said they were so excited. They couldn't wait to run after school, come to the library, and check out all the new books. And talk about the spark of excitement and the ease of access. The parents said it would be worth the construction noise and the dust to open up a brand new library space. And that is what we cannot wait for. I know Angie's going to be very excited. I love the Middletown Library the way it is now, but talk about an awesome new space for this community. It's been a growing community and it really deserves something spectacular. So with the extra space that you've got, we welcome the rest of the community. I can't wait to see you here on opening day. And thank you so much for all of your support.
Thank you, Jenny. At this time, it's time to officially break ground. So I would like to invite our speakers up, Councilmember Fitzwater, and any members of the Frederick County Library Board that are here today.